Well, what's up, all of you Ugnots and Job? We got Nolan Ferris here, whipping it in the truck here. We got BA in the back with his mask on. He's ready. He's prepared. We are going on a trip to Sam's Club. We're hunting down the Baby Yoda cereal. We figured we would take you guys with us. I've been looking for this was it a month or two ago we said something about it?
Yeah, so it's been a month or two, but now we're actually going to a Sam's Club, our local Sam's Club, to pick up a couple boxes to give you guys a taste test.
Yeah.
And even if you're lactose intolerant, you can watch this video. We know no one doesn't like you, but meat killer dude.
You know, whatever. I just don't care.
Alright, so we're going to take you along with us as we try to find this thing. Hopefully we'll find it. If we do find it, we are going to taste it on the podcast episode this week. So, stay tuned. Alright, so we made it, and it looks like we found something else that we should probably get. Some Baby Yoda gummies. So, found the stash.
2 bags in it? What a steal.
2 bags. We gonna get hyped.
Check me out, check me out, check me out. Bye.
Alright, so we got the cereal, but we came up with a new idea. Since I haven't had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, and something else that they picked, we're gonna taste test it. Reese's Puffs, that's it. So what do you think it's gonna be compared to?
Like
Similar to?
comparison-wise?
Yeah.
I mean, probably Lucky Charms, but I don't think Lucky Charms.
So
is
shouldn't we
fruity.
get some Lucky Charms there, weirdo?
Oh, I know what it tastes like. I know what Lucky Charms tastes
I don't.
like. That wasn't one that was on the list, was it? Because we got 3.
No. Okay, so let me clarify. I tried to explain this earlier. Help me out now that y'all are around me. So we're going to Walmart to get a box of Reese's Puffs,
Yep.
a box of Frosted Flakes,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So we're gonna go to Walmart, get those 3, and compare them to the Baby Yoda cereal.
And did you want to do the roundup or anything else?
And then a large Baja Blast.
Okay. Total is $12.69. Please pull around.
Taco Bell. Alright, so we're back in the studio and we got all the goodies that we need. We got Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms. We got our bowls, we got spoons, and we got the important thing, the Baby Yoda, the child cereal.
So what's up, guys? We're back in the studio. As you can see, things look a little different. This is probably an unfamiliar voice to start out the episode, but I just want to throw out a few disclaimers at the top. For those of you listening on Spotify, Apple Plays, all the other streaming services that we put it out on, we're going to need you to hop over to YouTube for this episode because you're going to get a whole lot more enjoyment out of it. We got a lot of stuff planned. We've got news. We got a bunch of it. But for now, I'm going to pass it over to the actual host.
Nah, man, that was the smoothest intro
Pretty good.
we've had. I think your voice is like you said earlier, butter.
Well, it's because you guys finally turned my mic up, and I'm talking into the front of it, which is probably more beneficial.
Helps,
Yeah, it does help. Well, we're glad that you've joined us to listen to this week's episode.
Yeah.
And hopefully at this point you have switched over to the YouTube video.
Yeah, you definitely
And
need to.
you have seen our journey into getting that box of cereal over there, which is Baby Yoda, or the child, the Mandalorian special Star Wars General Mills cereal. What we're going to do on tonight's episode is we are going to take that box of cereal and we're going to taste it for you. And we're going to see just how delicious Baby Yoda's cereal can be.
But before we get to that, we are going to go through some general cereals that we have enjoyed, I guess, in our childhood.
Except for one of us.
Most of us have enjoyed through our childhood. So all
Yeah.
these cereals on the table we have right here, minus the Baby Yoda cereal, we've got it over off camera, off screen. But our main host, Caleb Keller, hasn't had any of these cereals.
Haven't had a single one of them.
And
I think we talked about on a previous podcast. I grew up on Cheerios and Special K.
Yeah,
and they're childhood favorites of me and Nolan. So
who grows up on Special K?
Well, my brother, but he's not here. So
Well, yeah. So we are missing Jacob today. Jacob, hope you can get back to us next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all these cereals he hasn't tasted. We're gonna go through them. Try to do them rapidly, but also give you kind of a what our assessment of them is, and then we're gonna get to the final cereal, which is going to be the Star Wars The Child cereal,
Now,
Mandalorian cereal.
we're going to do you dirty, those of you watching and listening. That's the very last thing we're doing.
That's
So
the very last thing we're doing.
You got to sit back, relax, and enjoy some Mando talk with us.
But with modern technology, they could clearly just skip to the end
No,
of the
they don't
video.
want to, though, because we got some
No,
fun
you
stuff to do.
You don't want to because we are a bunch of goofballs. So,
Yeah,
but
nerf
to
herders.
start off the episode, this is all just for show for right now. So we're
Yeah.
going to get into a little bit of news and
Okay.
speculation. First off, no trailer.
No trailer.
We were speculating that it would be Thursday night.
Right, yesterday.
It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I know we had a few comments on our social media platforms about it maybe coming out, maybe not coming out. Well, it didn't. And I think I can speak for the rest of us. We're very disappointed,
Yes.
but that much more anxious to see it.
Yeah, and so initially the report was either today, tomorrow, or no, yesterday, today, or tomorrow.
Right.
And then they kind of ran with it, and they were like, well, Portland and the Lakers are playing on ESPN, so that would be, because Disney owns ESPN, so that would be a good area for them to drop the trailer. It didn't happen. But Portland and LA play again on Saturday, so tomorrow. So people are still holding to that, possibly. So who knows? Regardless, it's coming soon. If it's not this week, next week was supposed to be Star Wars Celebration.
Right.
So I'm still holding to, I think it's happening before the end of August. I don't see them waiting until September. But I know before we got on air, Nolan was kind of talking about, do they really even need to do one?
Yeah, so I just asked the question. I was like, do they have to drop a trailer, or can they just keep us on pins and needles waiting for it to drop the whole time until it's time for the season to come out, and they just come out with it?
Yeah.
Because, when you – and I know Star Wars fans don't get all emotional and everything, but we are the hardest people to please as far as all of us.
Yeah.
So when you do release a trailer or something like that, you got they could have shown this or they could have done this, and maybe they're just eliminating that and just going to get you right into the season.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. I hope for a trailer.
Yeah.
But then again, I know it's going to make about half of the people really happy and half of them really sad when they do release a trailer, because they're not going to show something or they're not going to do something. So, but that's just the nature of Star Wars fans, and we're among them. We're among you. So
I'll say, as Star Wars fans, we're gonna watch regardless.
Oh, of course.
So that's
Of course.
why I've always been of the belief that you've got to have a trailer, because you have to somehow latch on to the people that aren't gonna watch it initially.
Right.
You've got to prove to people that are like, I'll believe it whenever this series is still going strong after 3 or 4 seasons. I'll finally check it out. They have to throw something out there to show that you should start watching right now. And I think trailers would be the perfect way to do so. BA, what are your thoughts on just the trailer in general? And I guess when you expect to see it.
Well, I mean, to echo what you were saying about, bringing in fans, there's people like us that, here at Mando Talk that have been patiently awaiting Season 2, but I feel like there's a lot of people who may have seen Season 1 and then have gone on to watch other things, and maybe even The Mandalorian in and of itself has slipped their mind. So the trailer acts as that reminder, like, hey, you guys need to get excited again. Remember what happened in Season 1 and get ready for Season 2 whenever that is.
That's
a
good point.
It has to be either tomorrow, like you said, for ESPN, owned by Disney, to put it out. That'd be a good opportunity, or next week at the latest.
I would say so. And so my only hesitation with next week is I don't know if you guys have heard of the future film coming out called Dune. It's a big sci-fi movie. Actually, it's a idea that George Lucas stole some ideas from to create Star Wars. They're coming out with a new film for Dune this year, and they're releasing a trailer for that next weekend. So it makes me hesitant with the Mandalorian.
Is that a Disney project?
It's not.
Okay.
Not that I know of. I
Is
don't
it a
think it is.
Lucasfilm project?
Mm-mm.
So
It's
what?
not connected to Disney whatsoever.
Gotcha.
So what a better opportunity for George Lucas to again steal the limelight from that to put it out the same week, because
Well, yeah.
because I mean
They're probably going to put it out on the same time, like minute.
within the same week though.
I would say they wouldn't release them at the same time because they want all eyes on their stuff. I mean, if I was Dune in that situation, there's no way I would want to make my trailer compete with the Mandalorian.
Right.
I mean, they're just setting themselves up for failure in that situation. But I mean, there's a lot going on. I mean, I don't know if y'all keep up with DC. They got DC Fandom or something going on this weekend where they're releasing a bunch of trailers. They got the Justice League Zack Snyder teaser coming out this weekend. They just released a bunch of new stuff for the Batman movie coming out soon. And Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman. A bunch of stuff going on with DC.
He's coming back. I thought it
coming
was
back.
Pattinson.
Pattinson's getting his own movie.
Okay.
Affleck is coming back in the Flash movie. It's all weird.
Yeah.
It's crazy
That's
what
another
DC's got
topic.
going on. But yeah, so that's what. So next
Christian
weekend,
Bale was the best one.
next weekend is taken with Dune. This weekend's taken with DC. So Mandalorian's just gonna have to butt in somewhere and be like, all right, we own this. This is our stage. We're gonna remain as the top thing to watch this year.
Right. And I really hope that happens. So maybe by next Friday we will have some trailer news for
Yeah,
you.
we'll be able to review it.
And if you're watching this tomorrow and it comes out tomorrow, sorry, but we're recording on Friday, so we won't have it for you.
Yeah.
But tune in next Friday, and we will definitely be covering whatever kind of trailer or whatever kind of news we can get to. So.
And I'll go ahead and say this. I know I'll be positive about it because there hasn't been
I'm super excited about
there hasn't been one trailer that the Disney era Star Wars has released that I haven't liked. Like, I've loved every single one of the trailers that they've put out since Disney has gotten Lucasfilm. If there's one thing they've done right, it's their trailers. They always get you pumped and they show you some cool things. So, what are your thoughts on the trailer getting delayed or not coming when we expected? And when do you think we're going to see it? Let us know what you think in the comments below on this YouTube video. So we're going to keep on moving along. We're going to hit a couple of other things. We got Kenobi updates, and these are all from Making Star Wars. So this is a pretty legitimate source. I believe these 100%. So I'm going to just run through these, and we'll just kind of share our overall thoughts. And I know we kind of touch on Kenobi. It's like every other week we have like this little tidbit that either gets us pumped or just frustrates us.
I'm over Kenobi.
So let me share you with these. First,
I have the high ground.
The series is set to begin filming as soon as next month. Second, they're going to be using leftover Tatooine set pieces from The Mandalorian. And third, they're shooting at a location where the volume will be available, which the volume is where The Mandalorian shot that indoor kind of arena, I guess you could call it. So those are the three things as far as Kenobi coming out. The news pieces or rumors of Kenobi that are available to us now. So they're getting away with it. They're starting it next month is the plan.
We'll see.
And I'm still excited for the series. It's probably, other than The Mandalorian, it's probably the thing that's right behind it as far as my excitement level.
So have they
for Star
confirmed
Wars.
that it's going to be a series?
Yes, it is going to be Disney Plus. Well, we haven't heard otherwise, so I'm going to assume that it is.
Is it going to be like a 3-part series or?
Well, I mean, if it is, it's still technically a series, I guess.
Yes.
We'll just have to wait and see what kind of series we get. BA, I know me and Nolan are kind of negative about this whole Kenobi.
I just wish it would happen.
On.
Like, I just wish we got solid evidence that it was going to happen. But
it'll
I can't
happen.
believe. Well, I don't really believe that it'll start filming next month.
Okay. I mean, that's fair because we've gotten a bunch of issues. But, BA, what do you think?
I got to start seeing, photos or videos on set for me to start.
I want to see
getting
you
hype
and
and
McGregor.
believing it.
Okay, I will say they did leak images of the leftover Tatooine set pieces getting like prepped and moved into location. So there is at least movement going on for Kenobi.
That's good.
So that's positive. All right, let's move away from the Kenobi updates. And we have a Mandalorian. We don't even have a Season 2 trailer, but we have a Mandalorian Season 3 update from Jon Favreau himself.
Yeah, I know.
From The Hollywood Reporter. So, legitimate source out of Favreau's mouth. Favreau says, the fact that the set is much more contained is a benefit because you can limit the number of people. We also shoot a lot outside, which is helpful too. So he's referencing all the things going on with COVID-19 at the moment. And what they were asking him was, is this going to delay Season 3 in any way? Because we know Season 2 is not delayed. We're still getting it in October. But here, he's making it very clear to me that they're still on schedule. So I'm assuming we'll be getting Season 3 next fall, which is just good to hear that we're going to continue to get the Mandalorian on point.
Yeah, and it can, which they've confirmed that there will be a Season 3 a long time ago, but just keeping it going is always a good thing.
Yeah, now, does that make your anticipation for the ending of Season 2 a little less since you know there's going to be more?
I mean, I think we all knew that there was going to be more.
Okay. For me, it's just always interesting, like, because now that I know that there's a Season 3, I feel like I know Din Djarin is going to survive. Like, there's no doubt about that. So I don't really have any worries about him. And probably same thing about the child. I just don't, because they're their two money makers. So if they're still rolling with a third season, I don't see any. I mean, there will be moments when I'm watching Season 2 that I'm like, oh, that's scary. We don't want that to happen.
Well,
you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I see. I know exactly what you're saying. But if we go based on the way Season 1 went, yeah, we kind of knew there was a Season 2 when Season 1 was shot, but it didn't take anything away from the show, I don't think.
Okay.
The way it was written and the way it was directed out, I was still left on edge.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, just with the dark, just thinking about the Darksaber.
Yeah.
That's the last thing we were left with, and we were like, well, me not seeing the Clone Wars, I was like, what the crap was that? So, that's always. I mean, they will find ways to keep you interested in it, which I think these the directors that we have lined up for Season 2 of Mandalorian, they did a good job with the first one. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to Season 2, and I know that they'll carry your anticipation out throughout the season.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, my anticipation's always there. BA, any thoughts on Mandalorian Season 3?
I mean, I think you guys hit on a
pretty
lot
far
of it.
away, huh?
Yeah, it's a few years out. Let's get the trailer before we start talking about 3.
True.
That's
very
very true.
All right, the last thing that we have to hit before the moment you've all been waiting for.
Cereal time.
The cereal time. Last thing. This is one of those things that I feel like is just thrown out there, and they're hoping that sticks. Whoever reported this, which is actually Kessel Run Transmissions. So Kessel Run Transmissions actually did correctly, like 2 or 3 months before it was announced, predict the Bad Batch series. So they have a little bit of credibility here, so I'm not discrediting them
more
whatsoever.
so than we do. So,
but I believe,
very more so.
I believe Kessel Run Transmissions also is the one that kind of stirred the pot with the trailer coming last night. But don't quote me on that. But I think they're involved with it.
You guys suck.
No, I'm not saying that. But I feel like this might be one of the things that they're just kind of throwing out there to see maybe is true. And that is there is a rumored Kylo Ren series in development set before The Force Awakens.
Yes.
And you know me. If that is true, sign me up. And we know if it's before The Force Awakens, we know that he is on the light side of the Force. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to be, because I feel like when The Force Awakens comes around, Kylo's been bad for quite a bit. But we would at least get some more tidbits about him, and it would be great to see Adam Driver come back. BA, what are your thoughts on just the possibility of a Kylo Ren series, and how you would feel about it if he was to come back?
I mean, Disney is always down to beat a dead horse. So, but that's not so much a dead horse, because I know there's a lot of fans like you who really enjoyed Adam Driver's character, Kylo Ren,
right,
and Ben Solo even. So, and to me, they could shoot it sort of like they do The Mandalorian, where they have him in this dark side, but then keep showing flashbacks to when he was being brought up
Absolutely.
under Luke. So it's interesting to see if they go that route or if they just start back good side and just, have a straight timeline.
So basically like a prequel for Kylo Ren, like we have for Anakin.
Did it say series or movie?
Series.
Okay.
Series.
That's interesting.
Which is interesting because I would think Adam Driver, with that big of an actor, I mean, Adam Driver's going to bring people into the theater. So, I don't know. Their strategy of going full-on TV, I'm questioning. Like, trust me, I love Star Wars television and the way that The Mandalorian kicked it off. But for me, still, Star Wars belongs in theaters, and I feel like I don't want them to play the TV card too much. And I could see Kylo Ren getting a movie treatment versus a series treatment.
Well, along with The Mandalorian, it wasn't always Pedro Pascal that was in the costume, so you could get away with that once he becomes Kylo Ren instead of Ben Solo.
Very true.
As far as putting somebody else in the suit, so you could get away with that and just have him come into the studio and record some lines.
Absolutely,
like Pedro did.
I agree. And again, I think all of us here at this table, regardless how you feel about the sequels, we all enjoyed Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
Yeah, he was
I thought so.
definitely a really well thought out character.
If they ever do revisit sequel ideas, he's the thing they need to revisit. I mean, no question about it.
Yes.
Right.
And it sounds like they might.
Yeah.
So I saw the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Comicbook.com had shared it, and but
doing some research, baby. Let's go.
they did cite the Kessel Run transmission, so
yeah,
it was just they were bouncing off their ideas. So
right.
But yeah, I saw the same thing, and I got sort of excited about it and was going to bring it up, but since you already did, then we're good.
I would love it. All right, we're ready.
Cereal time.
We're ready for the cereal.
Yes.
Okay. If you're not watching on YouTube at this point, I don't know what you're doing. You need to get over there. We're about to have a bunch of fun. I'm going to get a sugar rush because I'm not used to this. I'm used to
you're used to like Raisin
unsugary cereal.
Which is Raisin Bran
Isn't Raisin Bran sugary?
It's more like a wheat version of Frosted Flakes with raisins. Wouldn't you say?
Okay.
So, again, another warning at the top. There's bound to be us chewing in the mic. And for those of you who can't stand that or don't like that, we apologize in advance. We're going to try our best not to do that.
Yeah, so we do want to add a little bit of sound effect just for you to feel like you're here with us.
Mm-hmm.
But not so much that you're sitting over there crawling in your skin.
Yeah, but I'm not fixing to be like this.
Oh, God.
Well, that just set those people on edge that don't like that, including me.
No, I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
So
stay tuned with us. Stay with us.
So which one are we going to do first?
Well, I don't know, but we don't have milk, so we kind of need some milk, man.
You need some milk? Boom.
Let's go.
We got some milk.
We got a ton of milk.
So let's pop it open. We're going to go with Frosted Flakes first.
Frosted Flakes. I don't even know what that look. Is it this one?
You don't know what Frosted Flakes looks like?
I think it's this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones that are flakes and frosted.
Listen, all I know is this. Those of you that watch the YouTube video, y'all know that we had Taco Bell before we were doing this too.
Oh, yeah.
This is really pushing my limits already. So we're going to see how it goes. And Nolan, very smartly, he turned off his mic and he's being very nice and generous right now. And he's pouring all of our milk. So hopefully you're not hearing any of those nasty noises as we kind of get going. So what we're going to do here is we're going to taste each of these. We're going to work our way toward what you're here for, and that is the Baby Yoda cereal, the child cereal.
Should we do a top 5? Just a quick, we don't have to debate it because we're all going to be.
I don't think that's smart.
We have 5 cereals here, so.
Oh my gosh!
We can rank them though.
Does this officially get thrown into the top 5 series
without
us even knowing?
Let's throw it in there. So, starting off at number
5.
I wouldn't put it. I would say Frosted Flakes is number 4.
We have to let Keller eat it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've never had this.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
Keller.
Don't drum roll. That's gonna get so old. Put it on the spot.
Lean in. Don't chew in the mic.
Oh my god.
Turn your mic off, but you got to get in the shot.
Very sugary.
Yes, very sugary.
Oh, it gets worse.
I'm going to indulge
I'll be
myself.
honest. That's not very impressive.
See, but the trick is, like I said, when I was growing up, I would put more sugar on it.
All right, y'all go ahead and taste it because we gotta compare this to Baby Yoda in the end. But while y'all are doing, I'll talk.
Yeah, so give us your impressions over that.
Frosted Flakes. They're okay. Because that's the phrase, right? They're great, right?
Great.
They're okay. They're a sugary Special K, honestly.
But if you were in a fight with Tony the Tiger, do you think you'd win? Or say you're going 9 rounds. How many rounds do you think you last?
I have no clue, man. I'd have to think about
ballpark
that.
You got 2 weeks to train.
Oh, I'd go the full fight.
You knock him out?
2 weeks,
Or are
man.
you going to the decision?
Going to the decision.
Okay. I'm here to tell you.
The decision's in. You're out of there.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you. He's a tiger that can talk and walk. You're done for in the decision.
I got it.
And he's got a bunch of little kids on his side. So, like, they're all bouncing around, beating the crap out of
Whoa,
each
dude.
Okay.
All right, next cereal.
Yeah,
Have you guys
next
ever
cereal.
seen the commercials?
I've seen them while I was watching the Little League World Series growing up, but that's about it.
If you thought that one was sugary, you're in for this next one.
Okay, good. Because,
Cinnamon
again,
Toast.
I'll say this. That was just a sugared version of Special K, and I'm not impressed whatsoever. So I'm really hoping that as we're building toward Baby Yoda, that this gets better. Because so far, these sugary cereals, I'm not impressed with. All right, Nolan's being generous again.
Palate cleansers,
He's
boys.
turned off that mic. BA's cleaned his palate, pouring our milk, and we're now ready for, I guess this is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right. This will be probably the most sugary.
Now, before I bite into this, do y'all think that the cereal is best initially, like in the middle of your eating, or when it gets really soggy at the end? Because there's different opinions
Yeah,
on
no,
all
you
that.
got to eat it fresh. As
Really?
soon as the milk hits it,
I
you got to
think
eat
like the middle is kind of like the golden.
But if you pour a big enough bowl of cereal, if you wait to the middle to start, then by the time you get halfway
True.
through it, you're
True.
into the
Well,
nose
you kind
zone.
of get those different levels at the right time.
And
Right.
another thing, like if you're going to eat Captain Crunch, since it's like eating razor blades to the roof of your mouth, you probably need to wait till it's already soggy to eat it. So, yes, very positive reaction.
I think he just got diabetes.
That
somehow.
is fire.
Yeah, I know.
Captain Crunch is really good.
That's not Captain Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, so
I was just talking about Captain Crunch.
What's Captain Crunch?
It's terrible. It's my wife's favorite, but it is awful.
That is really good. So while y'all eat that, I might
gonna go
just
ahead.
stop talking and
Well,
finish
here
my
I'll
bowl.
I'll pose another question. Do you think you could beat that mascot in 9 rounds?
What is that mascot?
It's just a piece of it.
Oh, I would hope so.
I think you just did.
But he's a cannibal. He eats all the other pieces.
We can't all eat at the same time. Then it just goes silent, guys.
My bad. Okay.
We can eat at the same time.
I hope us turning our mics on and off is okay. I don't think that's going to do anything.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out in the end. All right, okay, so we're 2 cereals in now. And
So rank those as you have them as
so
you're
far,
going.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is number 1.
It's probably going to stay there.
And Frosted Flakes is like not even in the top 5.
2, it's going to, go down.
Yeah. Frosted Flakes is currently at number 2.
Okay. Now time for another great Reese's Puffs.
All right.
Peanut butter chocolate
Flavor.
All right, yeah.
Thought you were going to leave me hanging. No. I was like,
Now, I
don't
will
do
say
it.
this as you're pouring it. Reese's has always been my number 1 candy.
I thought you were about to say least favorite, and I was going to
No.
leave.
Number 1. However, recently, the past 2 weeks that y'all came here, what's the candy that I've had on my shelf?
Butterfingers.
Butterfinger. I think Butterfinger might be creeping into my number 1 for candy.
I feel
No
like
way.
Yeah.
No way. No,
old,
no.
Old
That's
school Butterfingers were better.
Have you frozen?
There's a
They've,
difference?
they've gotten worse, I feel like.
Really?
Have you frozen a Reese's yet and ate it?
No.
Well, then you're not living right.
They never make it to my freezer, though. I always eat them before I get there.
No kidding, yeah. But they're really good in the summertime. So
No.
what do you?
We want to make it awkward on you.
You want to do this jingle again?
Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Not as good as Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But
Better than Frosted Flakes.
yeah, that's
I hope
where
I'm
I would
saying
put it
these
too.
names.
That's where I would put
Okay.
it too. I'm gonna indulge myself.
All right.
And I'll wait so we don't all get silent again.
I think that reminds me more of Nutella and peanut butter on toast than Reese's.
Yeah. The thing though about you were talking about if it gets like soggy or not.
Mm-hmm.
The longer you wait on this, the more your milk tastes better.
Really?
Yeah, because it becomes
I can see
chocolate peanut buttery milk.
that. I can see that.
So with this one, I would wait, like, pour it, and then, like, right now is when I would start eating it.
Yeah.
When it starts getting a little soggy. But then by the time you get done with it, you got peanut butter chocolate milk. And it's awesome.
Nice.
So-
I believe you.
Go ahead
Now,
and eat another bite of that
Okay.
and see where you would rank it in the 3 that you have right now. And go ahead and put it in line. Because Mando Talk's top 5 is based on what you think.
man, I feel special.
You're the only one with like virgin palate when it comes to cereal.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is still number 1. Reese's Puffs number 2. Frosted Flakes is number 3. Now, I will say this as we're getting ready for the next one, which you're going to have to remind me on what it's called.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms looks the least appetizing of all of them so far.
You know they sell bags of these with only the marshmallows in them?
That's my
I
favorite
can
kind.
I can believe that. The marshmallows look fine, but like the other stuff that
Looks like
still
dog food.
reminds me of dog food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
It reminds me of cat food, like, you
It-
know, the kibbles and
Okay.
bits.
It it tastes
the meow mix.
Yeah.
And we got a spillage.
first
we got our first spill of the night.
I'm wet.
it tastes like Cheerios, the other pieces
Okay.
of the Lucky Charms.
So maybe I might
Yeah,
like
So
it.
it's just wheat.
It might remind you of your childhood.
And I'll pause here. Those of you that are Star Wars fans, we're getting there, okay? We're having fun. So I hope you're having fun with us. I'm sure they have cereal in Star Wars. So, I don't know. Which one so far do you think of the ones that we've eaten, do you think that they would have a flavor like that in the galaxy far away? BA.
We haven't eaten it yet.
We
Oh,
should have
okay.
had blue milk.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, you made that for the first episode, didn't you? Way
Yeah.
back when.
See, I don't want to get too many marshmallows in this bite because I feel like that would be
Oh, it would definitely.
unfair.
Yeah, so you got to get like at least 3 of the brown pieces. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect bite. Perfect bite.
You were gonna do math for him. You were like, you need 3 brown pieces, 2 of the red balloons.
So you get that Cheerio flavor with the shape characters, and then you get the marshmallows that are just like bam with flavor. You know.
This is what I'm currently thinking.
Oh no, dude. No. Okay.
Number 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So currently,
Ooh, that's
I'm
tricky.
thinking it's better than Reese's Puffs, but I might need to revisit that like right now as y'all are taking a bite. But I guess I'll wait since y'all are taking a bite.
Go ahead, because I was thinking. So the way I would put them, but you do what you want because your Mando talks tonight. So mine would be Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's, Charms. No. Actually, yeah, Charms, and then Frosted Flakes.
I still gotta stick with it.
For real.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
like after
Let me get me a bite, and then I might
I
be
ate
able
the
to
Lucky
concur.
Charms and I revisited the Reese's Puffs, and they just didn't pop as much as those Lucky
you
Charms.
gotta
did.
cleanse that palate, dude.
Dude. Maybe
You're mixing all these palates, man.
I think that's a very valid point. I think I've maybe done that once. I don't even know.
I've missed it a couple of times too. Here at Mando Talk, we pride ourselves on no format. We show up with maybe a 2x2 index card of what we're going to talk about. Rarely do we ever hit them all,
Okay.
but that's what you've come to
So let me
expect.
try the Reese's Puffs thinning. Now that I've
Cleanse. Yep, you got this. We're just going to stare at you awkwardly while you finish.
So what do you think? See, for me, I tried the Lucky
that
Charms.
tastes way better than my previous bite. I don't know.
But see, the milk is also starting to make those better.
Yeah.
But do I really want to wait this long to start enjoying my cereal?
This is true.
But
You've,
if
you've
you
already
fi-
missed
if-
the school bus at this point.
Okay, well, answer me this. How big is your actual bowl of cereal? If it's like mine, I get like the biggest bowl I can find and pour half the box in it. So by the time you do get to drink the milk, and yes, I drink the milk, Then
We got a lot of milk to drink.
oh
Nolan.
snap! Look,
All right.
look.
I put
Okay.
the Reese's
Ooh.
Puffs above the
All right,
Lucky
all right.
Charms. I feel like longevity, Reese's Puffs I would enjoy for a longer time. I feel like I might get sick of Lucky Charms because the pop is really strong. So I'm gonna stick with Reese's Puffs because I'm a peanut butter chocolate guy.
Yeah, me too.
So it's my number 2 so far.
Okay. So
We're back to Star Wars finally, right?
back to Star
All right,
Wars.
let's go.
We have our top 4 lined out right quick,
Yes, we do.
and we're fixing to add the 5th variable.
So number 4 currently is Frosted Flakes. Number 3, Lucky Charms. I keep wanting to call it Tricks. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's not tricks.
Number 2.
Tricks are for kids. We couldn't even eat it if we wanted to.
Number 2 is Reese's Puffs. Currently, number 1 is Frosted Flakes. Cinnamon
Toast
Jeez,
Crunch.
man. I can't.
All
Yes,
right.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is our number 1
And
so
to
far.
add the 5th one in, I'm gonna pour and pass each of our bowls. First, I want to try to give the camera as best a look at as what
Yes.
it looks like as possible.
That's a great idea because they are here to see the Star Wars cereal.
That's kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's got like, it looks like Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
But like,
It kind
I
of
don't
looks
know.
like a...
you know what I'm saying? But it looks like it's got Baby Yoda marshmallows.
Okay, so it might be a hybrid between Reese's Puffs and Lucky Charms.
The box also
Yeah.
says fruity, though. So
So,
I'm
yeah,
curious
there's
to see
no
where-
telling what kind of flavor we're going to get. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's get into
Now,
it.
when you look at Baby Yoda, do you think
You
of
gotta drink the
fruity-
milk.
Do you think of a fruity taste? Okay. Sorry, that sounded really weird. Okay. Do you think that the
Dang,
the
dude.
flavor of the cereal matches the character? I guess I'll say that.
Yeah, I'd say he looks like a lime.
Okay. All right, we are ready to taste.
oh, what this smells like
I think-
Fruit Loops.
I think we all need to take a bite of this at the same time.
It does smell like Fruit
it
Loops.
smells exactly like Fruit Loops.
We need to taste all. We need to all taste this at the same time.
Okay.
But so that means if you're listening or you're watching, you're about to get a quick little break here where there's nothing that you're hearing through your headset. All right, so let's take a bite.
Cheers, boys.
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh, my mouth
Oh,
just tasted the heavens.
that's the best cereal I've ever eaten.
We have now ventured into the galaxy far away, and I feel the force flowing through me.
That's the nectar of the gods.
BA, we haven't heard from you at all.
It tastes like Fruit Loops, boys.
Come on, man. This is Star Wars in a bowl.
Well,
I feel like I like this so much I would take a bath in it and just eat everything.
Absolutely.
stay tuned for the second video where Nolan takes a bath with the other box of this that we got.
Let's do it. Let's fill up the studio with Baby Yoda kernels and record our podcast sitting in it.
By
That's
studio,
the best
you mean the
cereal I've ever
tub?
had. That's the best cereal I've ever had.
Absolutely.
And so rank that, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Okay. Frosted Flakes. Lucky Charms.
Got it.
Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my number 2. And the grand ultimate number 1
The best cereal in the galaxy.
is Star Wars, The Mandalorian, The Child cereal.
And we have spoken.